Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. We'll do a little review today on some radios that our friends at Retevis sent in to us. So we're going to open these up in just a minute. Using OSB Studio and playing around with mics again, trying to get that straightened out. And even with nothing on here in the shop but the lights, you can hear a little noise in the background. And I think it's those fluorescent lights that's up here in the ceiling. I think that's where all that noise is coming from that I've been hearing. I'm looking at the VU meter. It looks like the audio is plenty good and loud. And in fact, I recorded a short clip, went back and played it, and that's why I was hearing the that little bit of noise in the background. So I got to search that. I want to change out these lights in here anyway, and go to something, probably some LED light, be more efficient. Okay, so I got two items here that Retevis sent in to us, and what this is the RT5R little handheld radios. So we'll open this up. So, and as you can see, there is more than one radio in this. We got a user's manual, VHF, UHF, professional, FM, handheld, two-way radio. And on the top here, we've got 3 radios, 3 batteries, 3 antennas, 3 of these little wrist straps, and 3 belt clips. But when you take this out, you see they've got 3 more of everything. So what they sent us is a 6-pack of these little RT5R two-way radios. So that was pretty nice of them. Okay, you just take it out of the package, pull the battery out of the package. That just clips onto the back, locks in, push it up till it clicks. There it goes. We'll grab an antenna. And this is SMA. And this SMA connector. Now, they had another version of the RT5R, and this little antenna connector was below the body. So when you try to put different antennas on here, they wouldn't fit that good. If you want to use something like the Prime AL800, those antennas wouldn't fit because the UHF connector was so far down. And with this radio, as you can see, there was no problem. And this is a VHF UHF antenna, and it's telescoping. But we'll take that back off, and all we're going to do is put the standard antenna back on it that comes with it. So not a bad looking deal. I swear this radio looks familiar. I just don't know where I've seen this before. I don't know, just like deja vu or something. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these out of the boxes and go ahead and put the antennas and the batteries on. I'm not going to worry about the belt clip or the hand strap. I'll go ahead and get all that done. Then we'll take a peek what's in the second box. Okay, so I got all these radios out, antennas and batteries and put on, and we got another box here that they have sent with this, and it's RTC5R. So what is this? It's a 6-gain charger. power supply. It's got the 120 volt American plug on it. See, these are changeable, and I'm pretty sure that this is 120, 220 input. Yes, 240 input or 120 input. Just depends on which plug-in you put onto it. And that's the charger unit itself. So all the radios fit right into it. They fit in there snug. Another brand of radio out there on the market, the charger doesn't fit that good. But these seem to fit pretty good. Now it's got a master power switch on it. There's our DC input. Just plug it right in. We'll turn our master on. And I see 6 LEDs glowing. You probably can't see the ones that's behind the other radios here. When you take it out, it's turned green, or when they're charged, it'll turn green. That's pretty nice the way they have this set up. So you might be saying, well, buddy, why do you need 6 VHF, UHF radios? And we can only use one at a time. That's a good question. You know, you can program these things for different frequencies from just about anything in VHF, UHF range. You know, you do have to be careful what you put in. This radio I got bought, number one, has all my files in it. It's got all the local amateur repeaters, has family radios service in it, GMRS services in it, has all the marine frequencies in it. So it's quite a few things that you can do with you know, radios like this. Now again, if you got a house full of hands, you, your wife, your kids, 6 radios for a cheap price if you want to use on the repeater, or just going to simplex, talk back and forth around the farm or the mall or wherever you're at. You know, it beats using a cell phone because you got 6 people talking at one time. If you're in clubs, you might be out doing something, at an arrangement or something, you know, or at a ball game or whatever, you know, perfect radios to use for something like that. Or just general, works good as a scanner with different program frequencies in it. Well, I tell you what, the more and more I look at this thing, the more I see something else. Okay, so here we are looking at the Amazon page that I was given the link to, and you can see this 6-pack of radios with the multi-charger is $99.99, so $100. And if you have Prime, that's free delivery. So that's kind of hard to beat, you know. 6 radios. I think the Baofeng UV5Rs, when I bought them, was about $25. So you know, if you was paying that price for just the radios, you're looking at $150 for 6 radios, and then a charger, which I don't even think they had a charger like this in the Baofeng or Baofeng or whatever you want to call those. But yeah, you see it's a Retevis color black, 128 channels, dual band, dual watch with flashlight. It's for an adult. FM voltage is 3.7 volts. Water resistant, not water resistant. Dimension lithium ion batteries. It's got a long range thing about this here, but it shows the band key, LCD display, knob off and on, the flashlight, the antenna, channel frequency, LED, frequency display switch between the A and B VFOs in your keypad. Now these are considered long-range, high-powered radios. It's got high and low power, as you can see, and there's 3 colors on the LCD. Now I haven't checked the power of these, but that's something I will probably do in the future, just to see what the power is. The way I understand these radios will put out 5 or 6 watts. If that's the case with the small battery that it has in it, it's not going to last too awful long on high power. Okay, so let's see about programming these radios. Now this one, like I said, is already programmed. You can see it's Greenville 090, that's 147090, and then Greenville 14535 repeaters are already programmed in this. This is the first channel that comes up. When you look at one of the other radios,
channel mode.
See, it's on 446075 and 146580. It's standard how all of them comes. So what I want to do is read what's in this radio. I have the Retevis programming cable. So I've already got that plugged into the computer, and I'm going to insert this right into the jack. And you got to make sure this thing is pushed all the way in and your power's off. And let's see, we'll go over to display capture. I'll turn off 2. We're going to come here. We're going to open up chirp. Go radio, download from radio. On COM 5 Retevis 5T 5R. Okay, so we're ready to start. And let's see, we'll hit, we got COM 5 Retevis RT5R. We'll hit OK. And it tells us to make sure the radio's off. We'll turn the radio on and hit OK. And it's reading what's in the radio. You see the little red light on the radio is flashing. And there it is. That's all the frequencies that's programmed here. Now you can see it's only 86 frequencies programmed in. Still got 87 to 127 that can be programmed. Alright, so what I'll do is turn this off. Stick that back in the charger. We'll grab this radio, and just to show you,
channel mode.
It's standard, not been programmed. I'll go ahead and connect the cable to it. We'll go here to radio, upload to radio, everything's set right. We'll hit OK, turn the radio on, we hit OK. And you can see why it's programmed. We've got a green light flashing. And it's finished. So think you already saw it. Greenville 09 and Greenville 35. So there we go, that's real easy to program. So I'm going to take this same setup that I got going here, and I'm going to connect this to the Baofeng UV5R using all the same settings, same cable, and see what happens. I'm going to go to radio, download from radio. I'm going to go ahead and change this to the Baofeng U5RV. We're going to change it to UV5R. We'll hit OK. Turn the radio on. As you can see, we're reading directly out of the Baofeng radio. And that is red. I'm going to unplug this. I'm going to grab the unprogrammed Retevis standard. I just want to confirm something. Now, as you can see, I'm not going to change anything. We hit radio. We're going to upload to radio. We're going to leave it just like it was. We're going to hit OK. It's got the Baofeng settings in it. And look at that. Cloning. So that's what I was trying to say. If you noticed, this is basically the same radio as the Baofeng UV5R. I'd be surprised if it don't give an error, and it did not. There's Greenville 090 and Greenville 350. Programmed with no problems. So guys, as you can see, the Retevis RT5R, these radios are about the same height. I think the Baofeng might be no, it's the same thickness. In fact, looks like the same battery that's on them. You can see this has got Baofeng written on it in two different places. This has got UV5RA Baofeng on it again. The Retevis has nothing on the back. Does have Retevis here and RT5R tag on it. Okay, I got the SMA connector in. Piece of coax going straight to the IFR. I got the IFR on 15 watts. Okay, if we come right here and we look at the 5 watt scale, I hope y'all can see that. Maybe it's not washing out. That's the red scale. We'll key the microphone. And it's doing about 5 watts. Yep, dead on 5 watts. So that's not too bad at all. Frequency error's off just a little bit. Let's try UHF. We'll put in 446.075. enter that in. Keep the radio up. And it's about 3.5, close to 4 watts on UHF. But let's go to 3 kilohertz, 3 kcs frequency error. As you can see, we're about a kc off. Yep, just a little over kc off frequency on UHF. So just to compare with the Baofeng, I'm on 146.52 simplex, key to mic, and that's 5 watts. And let's go back down to 1 kc on the frequency error. And she's pretty much dead on frequency. Okay, so I've pretty much gone through all of these. This is the first original one that we programmed. They're all about 3.5, 4 watts. They're all about 5 watts, and every one of them is about 1 kc off frequency. But this one, okay, so every one of them, you see I'm on 1 kc on the frequency error. And my key to mic, we got a little over 0.1, and that's what the rest of them was. Just this last one that's over here. I guess you can't see that. This last one's the one that was a kc off. Rest of them about the same with this one. So it looks like that one missed quality inspection on that. 6-pack of radios for $100, and I think they're pretty decent. Like I say, it's basically the same thing as the UV5R that's been around for a right good while. This one, I don't know how I did it. It got knocked out of the truck, was left outside on the range on a rainstorm. These 2 screws here are rusty. The faces have got little pits in it, but the radio still works fine. So you got to give it for that. It's not bad. Cheap radios. So there you go, guys. Retevis RT5R VHF UHF handheld radios. I'll leave a link down below to the Amazon web store if anybody wants to take a look at these. Like I say, these can be great for a lot of different things. Just because you got 6 radios, you know, still a lot you can do with them. Traveling, car to car, you know, beats using the cell phone. You have to keep calling someone. This right here, everybody can hear it at one time. Great for short range communication with your teammates or whatever you're out doing. I see no problem at all about using these. Alright guys, appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye now.